With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Baker back to the air on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Baker now, operating from the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eli Harold in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. It fights him off. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll set up a throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Patriot!
They run. It's Kamara. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Flex route! Flex route!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's got room to run past the 20, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Looking to throw on second down. Baker. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Looking to throw. Baker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go! What?
Here's Baker. Going to throw again. Being chased out left. He lets it fly from Lockett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Baker from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 59 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And bulldozing his way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ohio!
To throw is Baker. Looking to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ohio! Flex round!
Baker operating from the gun. Lets it go for Nelson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ken Crawley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nazir Jones in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss. And it'll be 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you look at your plays.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball,
get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Baker now, throwing on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the gun on third down, Baker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Gone, 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 gone. Set. Green 39, green 39.
He'll drop to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here. On defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they They allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly. On the defensive end. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. Here's Davis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to fourth and goal. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Here's Baker on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys.
And now here is another